following opinions are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTest.com, and today we're aboard the Alumacraft Edge 185 Sport. This is a multi-species fishing boat that's also designed and equipped for family water sports, including towing tubes and boards. She was powered by an Evernood E-Tech G2 150HO outboard, so let's start our detailed inspection by looking at her performance. With the E-Tech G2 150HO, 2 people aboard and about 3/4 of a tank of fuel, our test boat weighed an estimated 2,723 pounds. The motor turned a 15 1/4 by 19-inch Rebel 3-blade stainless steel propeller through a 2.17 to 1 gear reduction. We recorded a top speed of 45.1 miles per hour at 5,500 RPM. Best cruise came in at 3,500 RPM. There, the Edge 185 Sport ran 26.6 miles per hour, burned 4.65 gallons per hour, getting 5.71 miles per gallon, and a range of 175 miles with a 10% fuel reserve of the boat's 34-gallon capacity. In acceleration tests, our test boat went from 0 to 20 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds and to 30 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds. We recorded 22 degrees of bow rise during hard acceleration, but never lost sight of the horizon. She rode at 3 degrees once on plane. In turns, the Edge 185 Sport felt nimble. She made tight, fully locked hard-over turns and transitioned easily from side to side in slalom maneuvers. We could easily adjust the amount of assist wanted from Evernood's dynamic power steering system, making it possible to add or reduce wheel resistance. When at slow speed, it automatically makes turning easier. Additionally, the engine comes with the iTrim automatic trim system that beginners will love. Of course, if desired, it can be turned off. Notice that when the E-Tech G2 150HO turns, only the motor actually moves. The wiring harness remains still. That's because the engine's hydraulic steering is integrated into the G2 midsection. The engine can also trim out to 81 degrees so it can come completely out of the water. Taking a closer look at the Edge 185 Sport's bottom, notice the slight concave shape as it extends out from the keel to the chine. It helps provide lift and reduces planing time. The keel helps improve tracking and the spray rails deflect chop. Among the construction highlights on our test boat are twin hull plates that run full length. The hull starts as a single sheet of aluminum, and Alumacraft uses oversized rivets during manufacturing. The seat frames and the stringers on the 185 Edge Sport are also aluminum, and all voids are filled with flotation foam, which will keep the boat floating level if swamped. Stepping aboard the Edge 185 Sport, aft we found fold-up jump seats on each side. With the seat down, there's a casting platform. Between the seats, this small console has 2 cup holders, a tool rack, and a light underneath. Open this hatch between the seats to find the fuel-water separator, plumbing connections, and the anchor for the optional ski tow pylon. There's additional storage space beneath this hatch. The Edge 185 Sport comes standard with 3 fishing seats that can be secured forward and aft. We measured cockpit width at 5 feet 8 inches. Aft, the cockpit depth is 24 inches and the bow is 13 inches deep because of the raised platform. The trolling motor can quickly be deployed, and the foot pedal control stores in this bow locker. The foredeck and walking surfaces throughout the boat are covered in vinyl non-skid finish. Staying in the bow, owners can add the optional pads to make the 185 Sport more comfortable for family cruising. Notice the padded backrests as well. Outboard, on each side of the bow fishing seat mount, the lockers are carpeted, and notice the reinforcements on the underside of the hatches. They keep the hatches from sagging when someone walks on them. Between the helm consoles, the locking hatch opens on twin gas struts. Inside, there are racks for fishing rods plus extra space for larger items. Working our way aft through the walk-through windshield, in the port console we found the glove box, a storage drawer at foot level, a cup holder, and a speaker. At the helm, the 185 Sport has the ignition and cell phone tray to port of the tilt steering wheel. The Evernood Icon touchscreen is just ahead, and there's the accessory switches to starboard above the stereo control. Above and outboard, there's a small tray with a 12-volt plug. Down low ahead of the driver's feet is a second storage drawer. Moving after the driver's and companions' bucket seats, outboard to port, there is a large locker with twin locking latches, which is ideal for rods or other gear such as life jackets. A wakeboard can be secured with these bungee cords. Across to starboard, there's additional storage in this carpeted tray. Note the 3-tone upholstery as well. For reboarding after a board or tube ride, the Edge 185 Sport has a fold-up ladder on the transom to starboard. Alumacraft targets the 185 Edge Sport at a fishing family who likes to have water sports fun when it's time to put away the tackle. With the power provided by the Evinrude E-Tech G2 150HO, the boat is ready to run to the hot fishing spot or to pull the kids on boards or tubes. And that's our look at the 185 Edge Sport. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.